So I read a book. And it took me like literally an hour to find an app that would read the book to me because I don't feel like proofreading it and actually reading it. So let's listen.
Chapter 1. The Last First Ride. The train's whistle pierced the fog like it had every year before, but this time, it sounded more like a warning than a welcome. Hobby Thorne didn't flinch. He leaned against the window in their... Chapter 1. The Last First Ride. The train's whistle pierced the fog like it had every year before, but this time, it sounded more like a warning than a welcome. Hobby Thorne didn't flinch. He leaned against the window in their usual carriage, long legs stretched out, sketchbook balanced on one knee. His pencil moved quickly, scratching shadow after shadow onto the page, shapes too sharp to be clouds, too soft to be monsters. The kind of shadows he saw only before storms. Across from him, Soline brushed a curl behind her ear and flipped a page in a book that was technically banned for speaking without permission. It hadn't said anything, yet. Louder this year, she murmured. That's because it knows, Hobby replied, not looking up. Soline narrowed her eyes. Knows what? That it's our last first ride. Calla Meyer sat beside Sean, her forehead resting against the glass. She wasn't scanning the students filing into the train like she usually did. Her gift for sensing regret had always been sharpest with strangers. But with people she loved, it blurred, flickered, or vanished completely, like her magic knew she couldn't handle the truth if they regretted her. Sean Bomick gently laced his fingers with hers. He didn't say anything. He never rushed her. The corridor echoed with boots, laughter, and the screech of dragging trunks. First years peeked into carriages with wide, nervous eyes. Seventh years barely looked up. The final year, the final ride to Candor. I don't like how quiet it is, Soline said, pulling her knees up on the bench. Her voice dropped. Feels like a storm before the storm. I do, said Hobby, tapping his pencil once against his sketchbook. Quiet means no one's watching. Yet, Calla turned from the window. Someone's always watching. Sean shifted beside her. Do you think we'll find it this year? Silence stretched between them like thread pulled too tight. It, the curse, the reason no one at Candor School for the magically inclined could lie. No fibs, no white lies, not even a polite I'm fine if you weren't. The moment you tried, it hit, sometimes like a whisper in the ear, sometimes like a slap in the chest. And no one knew where it came from. But the four of them had spent 6 years getting closer to the answer. Hobby leaned his head back and closed his eyes. Do you remember the train fire? Year 1. Soline snorted. My suitcase exploded. Still swear that frog started it. Still swear you started it, Hobby muttered. Flashback 1. Year 1. It smelled like burning sugar that year. The air inside the train was thick with magic and the sharp scent of new robes. Calla had barely stepped aboard before her head began to pound. Regret poured off the first years like perfume, sour, choking, everywhere. And there he was, a boy in a patched jacket, calmly sketching the fog on the window with a bit of charcoal. You good? Hobby had asked without looking up. No, she'd whispered. Didn't think so, he said, sliding over. Sit here, you're less likely to throw up. Then the door slammed open and a fireball of hair, books, and yelling crashed in, Soline, chasing a flaming suitcase. Together, the three of them had fought it off with water spells and raw panic. When it was over, Calla had coughed, we should never split up again. So they didn't. Back in the present, Sean smiled. That was the first time I saw you all. Calla looked at him. Wait, really? Yeah, I didn't say anything. I was scared I'd mess it up somehow.